New Orleans, the Big Easy. That's the site for the Clippers. One of the best wing pairs in the entire league, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, bring their undeniable intensity as they anticipate the action here at Smoothie King Center. Clippers, Pelicans. Tip-off coming right up. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Last season with the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram became a star. Often his own toughest critic, Ingram said, "My motivation is being the best I can be. I can't be perfect, but if I do all I can, I think I can be close to perfect." Kevin, he's putting in the work to get as close as he can.
He is indeed, DA. Thank you. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And the Clippers starting 5. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the 1. And for New Orleans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Then there's Lowry, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot.
Some guys just have a knack to get to the cup. Kyle Lowry's all about being aggressive and assertive.
Jackson passes to Batum. And it's Lowry with the rebound. Here's Morris. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
We're about 1 minute into the first. George with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. Count that one.
Well, Paul George has always had that aspect to his game. The mid-range where he can be efficient and effective is absolutely on point.
And Lowry gets it to go.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Here's Jackson. 26 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston. Pass to Batum. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Jackson passes to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Kawhi Leonard put in the time to become a big-time threat from range. That is beautiful.
Here's Lowry. And the layup's good off the glass. Lowry's got 6 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
George with the bucket.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Lowry against Jackson. Lowry drives in for 3. Ingram. It's hauled in by Paul George. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. He's got 5.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered. And Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Leonard. They get it back. Adams, the pass to Alexander Walker. And Adams kicks to Lowry. Over Jackson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Morris off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
Adams trying to free himself up. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Clippers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Ingram against Leonard. Over Ingram. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lowry dishes to Williamson. Out to Ingram. Back to Williamson. Ingram outside. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
The instincts of Ingram, just seeing a lane and pouncing on it in a blink of an eye.
Now Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Ingram against Leonard. Over in the corner, Williamson. Outside for Lowry. 5 on the clock. Ingram outside. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. That one goes in.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lowry looking around. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And George kicks to Leonard. No good from outside. The Pelicans have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Lowry finds Williamson. 36 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Lowry. Adams trying to free himself up. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 10 points in the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Clippers trail by 3. Jackson down low. Lowry covering. Batum. And the dunk by Batum.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Lowry, good.
Give him another. This guy may not be the tallest or most athletic, but Kyle Lowry can find ways to score.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Hart is out there with Lowry, and it's Hayes in at the center position.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now, here's Here's George. He's covered closely. Charity stripe shot. That one doesn't drop. And New Orleans will come the other way. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. And the Clippers making a change here. Man's checked in. Rondo gets the bucket.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Lowry passes to Ingram. It's stolen by Rondo. The three from George. Rebounded by Hart. Pelicans leading by 9. Kicks it out to Williamson. Lays it up off the glass. Williamson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And another turnover here by New Orleans. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 11-point game. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Clippers trail by 8. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Williamson kicks to Lowry. Floats it up for Williamson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special. And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what his team needs, there's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
Lowry drawing the double team. Williamson kicks to Hart. Williamson trying to free himself up. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Williamson against Rondo. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at New Orleans. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out the Clippers, 2.5 games back.
And right now for the Clippers, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. George finds Leonard, fires from deep. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from George.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And Lowry gets double teamed. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
When Kyle Lowry is aggressive as a playmaker, his team goes to a different level.
1:27 left in the first half of basketball. Teardrop shot. Jackson gets the bucket. Pelicans leading by 10. Out left to the wing. Williamson in the post. Leonard's there. Williamson, the pass to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Lowry drawing the double team. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Gomez kicks to Hart. Williamson, the pass to Alexander Walker. Williamson against Leonard. And that's good. Zion Williamson for 3. Williamson's got 15.
And spectacular plays just seem to find this kid. Williamson with a great sense of time and space there. And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Now here is Lowry. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Houston.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
The shot. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Lowry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, this is something we've seen over and over and over again with Kyle Lowry. Go ahead, make it contested, Jay.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. Second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Batum is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out. When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Jackson, that's good.
That was a tough shot. I mean, Jackson has practiced that, but he makes it look effortless right there.
Jackson against Lowry. Here's Alexander Walker. Offensive rebound. And Adams kicks to Williamson. Williamson double team. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Buries it from three-point range. And the Pelicans lead by 11. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. The Clippers shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
James Johnson's checked in for New Orleans. Pelicans leading by 8. Outside Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team from past the arc. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
New Orleans has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Lowry's got 20.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Leonard, that's for 2. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And Lowry gets double teamed. Here's the 3. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's George. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. George has got 9.
And Paul George knocks that one down every time. He is a threat to score from any spot on the floor.
Here's Alexander Walker. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Shoots over Ingram, and it falls over the rim and in. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
And Lowry gets double teamed. The pass to Adams on the wing. Johnson. Back to Adams. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Leonard. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27? Simply incredible.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 14. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Alexander Walker passes to Hart. Drills it from outside. Hart's got 6.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
46 seconds left to play here in the third. George with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. No good there. And New Orleans will come the other way. And Hart has it in the corner. New Orleans moving it around to the paint. He's in the post, defended by Batum. Clippers trail by 15. To the middle. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
To the wing right side. Hart can't get it to fall. And so it's New Orleans looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll return shortly.
What a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Hart is out there with Williamson. Then there's Hayes, and it's Alexander Walker in at the two-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
This is what you love about Williamson. On the shorter side for a big man, but he's developing the pump fake as an equalizer.
And both free throws good for Williamson. And here is Los Angeles now. 15-point game. Leonard kicks to Jackson. No good that time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
George, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now the Pelicans on the break. Pass to Hart. And here's Hayes. Kicks it out to Williamson. Pass to Hart. Here's Alexander Walker. 5 to shoot. To the inside. And Hayes throws it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jackson passes to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
To the right side. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. And the dunk by Bouks.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Williamson right side. Hayes trying to break through. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williamson's got 8 here in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Clippers trailed by 21. Los Angeles calls timeout. And in last year's playoffs, we saw zone defense turn the tide in certain games. And Doris, we know when executed well, they can throw an offense completely out of rhythm.
Kevin, I'm going to go back a step further to the Toronto Raptors championship 2 years ago, where they throw a box and 1, a triangle and 2, and multiple zone looks that helps them win a championship. Look no further than Miami's deep run in last year's playoffs. Listen, that can change the whole rhythm of a game. It can force an offense to start second-guessing itself. When you can change the rhythm, the tempo, and mix looks and force a team to think and really operate under duress, it only helps you win ball games.
Leonard looking over the floor. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And here are the Pelicans. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist in the game.
That's the shot that will take Williamson from hard to impossible to stop.
Rejected by Ingram.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Williamson dishes to Adams. For 3, Ingram. He doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will come the other way.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Tries it from 9. And the rejection by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
Jackson kicks to Zubats. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate left to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Williamson against Morris. Out to the wing. Here's Alexander Walker. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for New Orleans.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyle Lowry.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Passes it to Nunley. He's covered by Rondo. On the wing, Johnson trying to end the drought. And again, no good by New Orleans. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 17. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Unloads from 13. Over to the left wing. New Orleans moving it around. Rondo against Johnson. That shot misses. Nice D from Cousins. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.